BalconyTV.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Balcony TV Austin. It's a lovely day here in the live music capital of the world, and I'm joined by a lovely artist with an awesome-looking guitar. This is Wendy Colonna. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Wendy, you've got a new album. It's called Nectar, and it's getting accolades from all over the universe.
Yes.
What are we going to hear off of that today?
We're going to hear my favorite track on the record. It's maybe not the most bouncy, and it's maybe not the most funny or whatnot, but it's certainly one of my favorites to sing. It's called Bring Me Water.
All right, this is Bring Me Water by Wendy Colonna.
When I die, bury me in my madness, swaddle me and my secrets in a blanket of truth. When I die, please forgive me my weakness. Sing to me of the sweetness of the red autumn moon. But before I'm buried by and by, and while the love is still alive, bring me water, bring me grace. Let the rain fall down upon my face. Let the blossoms grow from the wounds that betray. Bring me water, bring me grace. I never asked to be held so high, not a single request to be pure in your eyes. And I never asked the right to be my guide across the seas of blood and tears so wide. But before I'm buried by and by, and while the love is still alive, bring me water, bring me grace. Let the rain fall down upon my face. Let the blossoms grow from the wounds that betray. Bring me water, bring me grace. Standing here where the river divides us, I can see her sweet face all alone. Sometime before the sun meets its maker, may the river deliver us home. Bring me water, bring me grace. Let the rain fall down upon my face. Let the blossoms grow from the wounds that betray. Bring me water, bring me grace. Oh, let the blossoms grow from the wounds that betray. Bring me water, bring me grace. When I die, bury me in my madness. Let the sunshine and sadness grow the things my eyes cannot see.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
You've got a great voice. This is Wendy Colonna. Thank you so much for being here. That was a beautiful,
It's
beautiful
my pleasure.
song.
Thank you for letting me play it. I mean, it's sometimes a somber ballad isn't the most popular thing, but sometimes it's a good medicine.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk a little bit about that. You know, I think that you're right. Sometimes people don't necessarily want to dwell in their sadness,
Sure.
but creativity can be the best medicine, as you said,
Absolutely.
to kind of get that outside of you. Tell me a little bit about, you know, how you use your music to kind of channel some of that grief outside of you so that you don't have to sit in it so heavily.
I feel like, you know, as humans in our uber distracting world, that's just nothing but like little screens in front of our faces. There's something that we're hungry for, that we're trying to get. We're trying to get connection through these little screens.
Right.
But what we're missing is like this human empathy and this true connection, like the laughter and the spontaneous, you know, just joy of like the little moments of being alive, laughing, sneezing, coughing, you know, telling a joke, catching something in a sentence. Just that's like, to me, like that's what I try to do with my music, is create like a container for like empathy to happen and connection to happen and maybe catharsis and like dialogue, conversation, like a beautiful sense of fellowship, even though it's like maybe recorded and you're listening to it on the other side of the world, or you're like sitting at a show and you know, you're going through whatever. I mean, people send me, I'm really lucky. Like, I do this, it comes straight from a certain place. I feel like I'm just like constantly removing the barriers within myself that allow things to be channeled through, and I feel like I'm just a steward of the like these pieces of music, and it's so rewarding to be in service to them, because I see how it like really moves through other people's hearts and lives, and it's really a beautiful thing.
Yeah, that's a great answer. You know, I'm curious because so often we hear that the eyes are kind of the window to the soul, and with music, a lot of times you are writing for yourself. You might be writing for other people, but you don't necessarily have that eye to eye contact. So when you're writing music, how are you hoping to connect with people, and how do you kind of think about who your audience for the song is, or do you think about an audience?
Well, I actually just think about, you know, conversations and books that I read, and you know, this I think one of the most beautiful things about music is that it is not political per se, it's not religious per se, but it taps into like this common human experience that binds us. And I feel like that is what I want to do with my work, is just constantly tap into what includes all of us, what we all share. So like that's different stories for different times of life. There's joy, there's death, there's reconciliation, there's sitting with anger, there's sitting with fear, there's sitting with, you know, unexpected curiosity, and, you know, like running into like serendipitous moments of kismet and grace where you're just like, oh. So I mean, like that's what I try to just continue that conversation, and each piece is a different part of the human experience, and I'm just in, you know, constant awareness and awe and trying to just channel it.
Wendy, I love your worldview. That's awesome. So,
Thank you.
you know, as part of this inclusion and as part of this living of the music, you know, where does this go from here? You've got this new album. Are you going to be traveling with that? Are you going to be pushing it out online? Tell me a little bit more about where your music goes from here.
Well, this album has had tremendous, like more regional success than I could have imagined. Beautiful cover stories, beautiful, and many top 10 lists, lots of beautiful accolades, even some beautiful write-ups in other countries. And what I really hope to do over the next year is just serve it to reach as many hearts as it can. And that will involve a lot of traveling and doing some larger push in the media and radio and stuff like that. So just praying for a strong body and like, let's do this thing. It's beautiful. I want it to just be in as many hearts as it can. So
yeah, for those out there that want to follow you, you know, as you push this music out to the world and beyond, where can they find you online?
WendyColonna.com. I have a Facebook fan page, Wendy Colonna Music, Twitter, YouTube. Just my name is pretty Googleable.
All right. Wendy Colonna is her name. Thank you so much for being here. I feel like I should give you a hug.
I love hugs.
I'm John Ray with Balcony TV Austin. Check out Wendy Colonna online, and thanks for watching.
BalconyTV.